Hi, we're Badflower, and you're watching EllenwoodTv.
Alright guys, let's start by introducing yourselves. Who are you? What do you play? Anthony, you start us off.
Hi, I'm Anthony of Badflower, and I play drums.
I'm Josh, and I sing.
I'm Alex, and I play bass.
I'm Joey, and I play lead guitar.
Awesome. So how did you guys come together? How did Badflower form as a band?
Joey and I have been playing music together since, 2008. And, yeah, by 2012, 13-ish.
Early 2013.
We met these guys. Actually, I went to high school with Alex.
Really?
Yeah, I did, but we weren't friends then.
No.
I was a bit cooler than he was.
I was going to say, why weren't you friends? What's your beef with Alex?
I didn't have beef. I just, like I said, I was a little cooler than he was.
Yeah.
And he agrees.
He was the it crowd, and I was not.
He was the shit crowd.
I was the shit crowd.
The it crowd is the shit crowd.
I like it.
Can we say that?
Yeah, it's online. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Alright.
There you go. What drew you guys, because you've obviously been playing music for a long time. You said that you've been playing since 2008. What drew you specifically to play rock and roll? I'm assuming you guys all started playing when you were fairly young, yeah?
Yeah.
I personally have played all different styles of music, and it wasn't until I got heavy into songwriting that I realized what exactly I wanted to do.
That makes sense.
You've got a funny rock and roll story, don't you?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I started playing saxophone, alto saxophone. I was a band geek all throughout high school, and I didn't have a lot of friends because of it. It's hard to play.
Well, now we know why Josh didn't hang out with you.
Yeah, there you go.
You're a nerd.
So it's hard to play saxophone in a band, and it's a lot easier to play in a band when you play guitar. So I learned guitar, and then wasn't very good at it, so then I started learning bass, and that led me to rock music and being in bands.
Is that why all bass players end up playing bass?
No, that's not
I
true.
feel like that's the vast majority of them.
No, not at all.
I want to play guitar in the band, but there's already a guitarist who's better than me, so
So
I
I
have
gotta
to
do
play
bass.
bass.
It's a demotion.
Yeah.
You know.
You can
start
hear.
guitar, try bass, less
Have
strings.
this. Yeah.
One at a time, one string at a time usually.
What about you? What's your rock and roll story?
Just, I don't know, I guess I gravitate to what was played in my house. Like my dad listened to rock, my uncles, my mom, but then my grandmother plays classical piano. And I just kind of had a wide range, but primarily rock and roll, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joey?
I just grew up listening to a lot of rock and roll, like Anthony. The Stones and the Beatles are always playing around the house. I got an electric guitar when I was 12. And like any kid who first gets their electric guitar, it was Smoke on the Water and, you know,
Highway to Hell.
all those Highway to Hell.
Does
So all
that
those
type of
songs that
classic rock still influence you guys now when you're writing songs?
Look at his hair.
Well, I mean,
Not at all.
so we're gonna get it insured. It's gonna happen. We're gonna find out what that does.
Yeah, that-
Yeah.
The
I mean,
interest-
all those bands are still my favorite.
And all those bands, being rock bands, were influenced by, I mean, like the Beatles didn't really have another Beatles to steal from. So they were borrowing from different styles, even like show tuney vaudeville stuff. So
Yeah.
it all fits in there in a big pot. You know.
Awesome. Let's talk about the name Badflower. Where did that come from? It's super random. I love it. But how did that happen?
You just answered the question. It's super random.
Super random. Okay.
It is super random, but I think the purpose of it is that it's two words put together that otherwise means nothing, but now it has been stamped onto these four guys, and it's our band name, and it doesn't mean anything else but our band. And that's what's special about it.
You wanted it to be unique. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's completely unique. You can't associate Badflower with anything but us, and I like that.
Awesome. Now I know you guys have been in the studio recording. Does that mean we're gonna have a album or EP?
No, nothing.
soon? Nothing.
It's just for us.
So it's just, but I want
Yeah.
one.
I wanted a new ringtone. So we went ahead and recorded a bunch of
Yes,
songs.
we plan on releasing this year an EP first.
Do we have a title?
No, you don't. You sure don't. I'm not sure there will be a title. To be honest with you,
Untitled EP.
still up in the air, self-titled, untitled. But it's gonna be the first big one that we're very excited about.
Good.
Yeah.
Is Heroin gonna be on that one?
We'll have to wait and find out, won't we?
Oh yeah, good teaser.
Very PC of you. When you you guys go in to write songs, whether it's for this album or for your last EP about a girl, what's your main focus? What do you guys try to put across to your fans?
Honesty.
Honesty.
Yeah, even if it's you know, some kind of story being told that isn't necessarily true to our nature as people, it's still from an honest place. You know what I mean? Would you agree with that, guys? We really mean what we do, and we don't do anything for any other reason but because it's what we like.
Awesome.
So we don't write songs for anybody but ourselves, which is a little bit selfish, I know, but it's
How
the way
dare
it
you.
is, you know.
How
Sorry.
dare you. And you guys have a show coming up with Crash Kings at the Satellite on January 29th.
Yeah, we do.
Are you guys gonna have a tour following that? Hitting the road a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know about closely following. I think the plan is to stay local for a little while, which is exciting because we get to sleep in our beds.
Awesome.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
not
rickety
a lot better
beds.
than sleeping in a van.
Do you guys still have you had a short bus?
Yeah,
Do you
we
still have
we
that?
still have it. I think it's time to get rid of it though.
What?
If anybody out there
It
wants to
doesn't-
buy it,
Yeah, it doesn't suit our needs anymore, and it doesn't run. That's the main issue with it, is that it doesn't run.
Who needs that? It is a special bus though, doesn't it have a special place in your heart? Have you
Well,
guys
yes,
named it?
Absolutely.
a lot of
Yeah,
memories
its name
in
is
that
Brenda.
Brenda, the short bus.
Yeah, Brenda the short bus. It's very ugly on the outside, but actually quite nice on the inside. It's like a limo-style wraparound seating and old 50s checkered floor. But
It's definitely a piece of memorabilia, but at this point, that's all it is.
yeah, I think we need to
Time
grow
to
up a
move
little
on.
bit, you know? It's time to grow up.
Time to grow up.
Time to grow up, man. Time to grow up.
Alright, so we were talking earlier about some of your favorite bands, Beatles, Stones. Not necessarily what's your favorite song, but what song were you like, damn, I wish I wrote that?
Oh, man, so many.
Oh my
Too many.
So many.
Hit me with
Too
first
many.
one that comes to your mind. Every one of you.
I wanna go last.
What? That doesn't work.
Oh, man. No, I feel like there was something specifically that I was thinking recently.
Maybe
Me too.
Yesterday by the Beatles.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Me too.
So many Nirvana songs I wish I wrote.
Specific. Nighthawks at the Diner is a Tom Waits song that I wish. I wrote.
Oh, okay.
Carolina Drama by the Raconteurs.
That's a
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like the ones that I really wish I wrote are more of the recent songs that I really like, because the old ones are like untouchable.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
classic. Yeah, we can go recent.
Oh,
The
Transatlanticism.
Rain song.
Yeah, that's a good.
Death Cab for Cutie.
Wait, what do you got? The Rain
The
song?
Rain song. I like that song.
That's a good
Oh, Rain or Me, I say or because that's what it's
Or
spelled.
Rain.
Or the
Or
Who.
Me.
Yeah, every time I hear that song.
Rain or Me. It's
Let's
Nelly
see
song.
what you- Alright, so
Or Me.
Er.
That
Whatever.
should be it. All right. You're done
if
speaking.
you could play with any band living, who would it be? Let's say Badflower didn't exist and you had the chance to play with your dream band. We're talking bucket list type stuff here.
That's alive now.
That's alive. We're gonna kind of keep it confined.
You go first.
That's hard because a lot of my favorite bands now are my favorite because who's in the band and why they're in the band.
Like his own presence would ruin the vibe.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm too bad for this band. Let's say if you were like Slash and you
If
could
I
totally
could play
fit.
with anyone, can I go last again?
Sure.
I'd want to
Come
play.
on, go.
I'd want to play with Muse, and I want to play with Jack White.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Can't have two.
Yeah, I could do two.
He's allowed to do two. You haven't even given one, so he's allowed to do two.
I'll say Foo Fighters. They got two really good drummers in that band.
That's true. Why not add a third?
Good rock band.
Okay.
Joey, I don't have mine yet. Go.
No one said anything about McCartney.
Oh, Paul McCartney.
He doesn't need an opener.
Well, my issue is that because I'm a singer, I don't want to slap my voice on some other band that I already like the voice of.
Why not?
You play
Because
a hell of a keys too.
I like 'em.
You play a hell of
Yeah,
a keys.
that's right.
If I could play keys for Paul McCartney, that would be awesome.
There
If
you
I could
go.
be the guy that does the Lady Madonna bit,
There you go.
That's him who does
Just
that.
that one part. Okay.
yeah, that would be phenomenal.
He plays that.
Yeah, their keyboardist
Yeah,
plays
well,
tambourine.
1, 2, 3, go.
Whatever.
Wow.
You play good tambourine.
Yeah, yes.
I didn't
Wow,
realize
okay.
my questions
You
would be
got-
so
you got
hard.
Very difficult.
Dead Weather.
Just
you got
running down the
Cold
I'm just
time.
Kids,
blanking. I don't know.
You got Elton John. You got the Eagles.
The Eagles.
He'd want to play in the
Hey.
Eagles
Mm.
alongside.
That'd be fun.
There it is.
Oh,
There you go.
it's open
Joe
for
Walsh.
right?
Yeah.
Alongside
Yellow.
Joe Walsh. Cool.
Alright. Well, what do you guys, because you're a band on the rise, you have a bright future ahead of you. Looking back, say 40 years from now, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want Badflower to be known for?
Good songs. Is that a little too generic?
Good music.
No, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Good songs that were never safe.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That we're never safe.
Yeah. I don't want to be the band that like that had the good album but then stopped putting out good albums and then had to try hard to beat the albums from their past, because that happens a lot. I'd like to just keep putting out good albums.
You want to continue to rise.
Yeah, and I'd like to change the world in a sense. That's a little ambitious, but I mean,
Are we talking in a Bono sense or in a Beatles sense?
in a Beatles sense, but no, but also in a Bono, kind of in a Bono sense. I don't want
How
to.
about a more?
I wouldn't want to glorify myself for that type of philanthropic. Is that how I would say that?
Yeah.
I would like to do that stuff, but I don't care for that to be a part of my image or
He
anything.
doesn't need the fanfare.
Yeah, but the way the Beatles did, to change music.
Okay.
To make rock music cool again, to make real lyrics popular again.
I think it'd be very cool in 40 years how people look back on the Beatles when they're writing a song and say, yeah, that totally sounds like the Beatles, or that sounds like Nirvana. If one day someone says, yeah, it's totally something Badflower would do, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
To be used as a reference.
To be a reference, good. Yeah,
To be used as a reference.
Back to good music.
So you guys have done South by Southwest. You have South by So What coming up. You've played all over Silver Lake, Sunset Strip. Your song Heroin got some love from the radio. What does the future hold for Badflower? What's next?
That times 2 or 3. So what would be
Yeah.
what would be that?
Well, South by Southwest in March.
Yeah.
Release the EP. Go on tour. I can keep going.
Yeah. Well, I think touring is the most important thing. Touring and radio, getting in front of as many people as possible, right?
What do you guys like better, touring or recording?
Touring.
Really?
That's me.
All about the live
I don't know if
shows?
I'm speaking for everybody.
They're both so different. I
Mhm.
I can't really choose one over the other.
Yeah, I'm a little torn. It's so much fun playing to people, especially when they respond well to what you're playing, but the creative part of it, being in the studios, it's one of my favorite parts too.
Playing shows is definitely not as creative, but it fulfills a different thing.
I'm torn.
I need
because-
both.
Yeah, they're both just as important as the other, but I think touring is more fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's more fun.
Traveling and
live.
meeting people and playing live, and that whole thing
That's what
is.
it's all
We get a lot of love from our fans in social media, and to be able to go out there and perform in front of them and actually meet them, that
Meet
is
the fans.
fulfilling.
Any crazy fan stories you got for me?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No weird
We
ones
have-
yet? They'll come.
No, we have a couple of fans.
We've got a couple weird ones on Twitter.
Well, we have a couple fans that come to mind
Yeah. No.
over our social medias.
Check back with us in like a year after the EP is released, and maybe we'll have a couple better
A
stories for
couple
you.
lawsuits.
Yeah.
Done. All
You
right,
can't
we'll
talk
do
about
that. Badflower, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
good luck in the future.